hosts services. You can get that host agreement on its website. And beyond that, we'll take it from there. I'll speak with the commission, and we'll see what happens from that point forward. But that's the threshold.
Did that answer your question? As far as the First Amendment, right?
I would say that this happens often in websites imitating other websites. I would just see, just eliminating the website, that's not enough. I don't see why more action needs to be taken and you have to spend lots of money that year.
So in your opinion, you think if the website goes away, then we should just drop it?
I mean, if it detaches from the, making it look like
That
it's
should
part
be
of the
enough.
city, that
It
should
should
be
be.
enough, because someone would rather have their own original website.
So if someone, instead of saying Bordentown Mayor, they say Bordentown Mayor really sucks, that's a good thing?
I'm not saying it's a good thing, I'm just saying it's allowed, it's freedom of speech in America.
Right.
Well, I don't know if the law says that, but I'll talk.
It's a fine line. It's a fine line. We're going to, I mean, we're not going to do something that's not prudent. I can tell you that. We're not going to spend thousands of dollars. Is that your question? You're worried about the money? We will not spend thousands of dollars.
It's not just the money. Mr. Hunt,
We think we'll be able to get to the bottom of it.
Mr. Hunt, what does this resolution actually authorize then to happen? Besides asking for them to take their website down, maybe, but including that last paragraph, what does, when you say that's preliminary, what would be next? What does this resolution
It
allow?
authorizes the city to undertake the necessary steps to follow up, investigate the genesis of the website, and any appointment, it allows for the appointment of special counsel, but special counsel, which would not be me because I'm not special counsel, would have to be then approved by the city commission. So.
You have an opportunity then to vote no, yes, and we will talk about that in executive session.
I appreciate that I'll be including that conversation.
Absolutely.
This is the one that I wish I had a little more say in, because I think there's running questions and
No, I agree.
unnecessary.
I agree with you there. You're
If I
right.
hear you right, you want to take the website down, but now I'm hearing that, no, you want to take it down and then further prosecution on some line that I'm not really clear about. Right? That's
Well,
what I'm hearing?
no, you're not really hearing that, but I will ask you this. If the website was taken down, you wouldn't be curious to who put it up? And any kind of a,
On my taxpayers' money, no. My personal money, maybe. I would go get them and find out who it is, because it's personal to me. Like Bordentown Concerned Citizens, for instance, did a whole big thing for the campaign, favored you, whole page about why not to vote for me. Now, did I spend time going to figure out who it was, and would I get elected and say I want to go investigate who it was? I wouldn't do that.
well, I think they signed their names though.
I don't think so. I think it was Concerned Bordentown Citizens or something like that. There was no
There was a
names.
Bordentown
Did say,
residents, there was a Bordentown residents group that got together and they.
but they didn't sign their names to it. There was no
Well,
names
they
to it.
had
That
regular
was the
meetings at City
complaint.
Hall and everything. I mean, I don't think that,
I don't know how many of us didn't know who it was, but I think several people were concerned. My point is.
Heather,
that
you
would be
came to
my
our meeting and
personal-
discussed it with us. How can you sit there and say that? You came to us and
And
we
I have
discussed
people from that
questions at the
table
Residents
come.
Association. How can you say you don't know who we are?
I know the majority of you, I know some of you came forward and said that wasn't all your opinion. On the flyer that was handed out with the letter to the editor and the flyer that came out from your group, there was people from that group who came forward and said that wasn't all their opinion, okay? All I'm saying is when that letter went out, there was no one who signed it. That's all I'm saying. It said concerned citizens. My only point is, how much money would I want to go spend? That would be my personal concern. That's what I'm saying to you. I'm not comfortable with this resolution as written.
Any other comments? This is kind of unusual over the floor like this, but Jeff?
I think a lot of people are getting the impression that this is, you're doing this. They've attacked the city clerk, they've attacked the police department, they've attacked personal citizens in the city.
That's correct.
We have to find out who it is,
I think we should.
and if we can recoup some of the money for the cost by suing them, so be it.
And we might do that as well.
I have a question though. Are we confusing the Bordentown Register's article? Because at the time, they allowed anonymous comments to be made, and there were several in there, and there were several about myself as well. I didn't get any stats, but there was some against me. Now, those comments, and actually I asked the Register News to put in a sign-in system so that you couldn't just have anonymous commenters, and I believe they changed their system. I'm not saying just on me, I'm sure we all asked them to. But what I'm asking for, are you saying this website has negative comments about all the people you just named?
I
Or
haven't
you're
seen the
talking about
website.
Okay, so
From the comments I'm hearing, they're attacking the city clerk, they're attacking the
This
city
website.
police.
see, again,
I
I
don't know.
have had this discussion too. I don't know.
I think it ought to be looked into.
It could be linked in, not with this resolution, which gives a
They're just saying we want to move ahead and look, get a hold of a lawyer and see what it would cost. They haven't come back and said, well, that's what
I
I'm,
mean, this resolution could be very simple, and it's got a little bit more to it.
Any other comments?
I've briefly seen the website, and I was just wondering if you thought anything was constructive criticism.
I can tell you this, I take constructive criticism all my life. I'm not afraid to accept constructive criticism. I don't know if you know me or not, but I've been in office 21 years. I was on school board for 3. I was a sewer authority for 20. I don't know how old you are, but I know my first term in office, I think Heather was 15. So I can really understand constructive criticism, and I've had many conversations with many of you in this room regarding constructive criticism. I got very broad shoulders. I want to ask over
I just want to make one quick comment about constructive criticism. I too believe in that, and I really think that that's important. But I think that if you are going to make constructive criticism, that you should stand up and say who you are, show what your face is, and let people know what your differences are without attacking people personally. And that's been a real problem throughout the campaign, throughout the comments in the Register News. It's the personal, ugly, nasty attacks that need to stop. Now, if you don't like the policy that's being said, if you don't like the way people talk to each other, go ahead, comment it. We should be. This is a free society. That's what it's all about. I have no problem with dissent. I love dissent. You know, I've been a fighter my whole life. However, I think we can still do this constructively, and I prefer to see it done that way instead of in a way that really the aim of it is to be destructive to our mayor and as a consequence of that, our city too. And that's what bothers me about this. Please, let's be constructive. Please, let's start telling who we are when we make these constructive criticisms instead of hiding behind anonymity.
I don't know.
Everyone knows who I am. I'm Carol Hill. And I came here instead of my birthday party, so.
I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people don't know the whole situation with the Register News. Heather, you said you talked to them.
No, I suggested to them not to have
Suggested
an
that.
open comment situation because it's very offensive to some people.
Right.
You have no idea who they are,
Well,
they can say
the
whatever.
Register News is pretty good about that. They keep on, or kept on their site, comments that were made about everybody. They kept them on there. However, they removed 199 of them because they were slanders. And they weren't removed because I asked them to be removed. They were removed because the newspaper felt they were slanderous. They came from 4 different IP addresses. So you don't have to be a rocket scientist to find out what's going on. So we kind of know that. So I agree with the Register News. They did in fact stop it. They had enough of it. They thought it was sickening when it was happening, but they allowed it.
Register News gave you the IP addresses?
No. No, they wouldn't give me, they told me they came from 4 different IP addresses. 199 got removed. Now, all the other ones remained because they were true speakers. They were good. There was no problem. They didn't like me, they could say, I don't like me. Go have a nice day, it's fine. No issue with that at all. I didn't even see all the ones that were removed. They removed them quicker sometimes than they were able to even post them. So that was just a major piece. I stopped reading them a long time ago. I've never posted anything on a newspaper in my life. As soon as the Register News stopped doing that, and as soon as they did what they did by signing in, this website came on.
That should tell you something.
Sure does.
Sure it does.
Sure does.
We're not people who should do something.
I'm not-
These are people that need to, and you should
Mac,
not
please,
worry about.
please, I'm not concerned to the point where it's me personally. I have got to handle that in a different way, and we'll do so.